no, we're not going to air people's dirty laundry. And so some people will critique us in our videos and say that, oh, we just have it easy. We've just had easy placements. We've had easy kids. That's not true. John and I are back from our vacation. You can probably see I'm already peeling. My nose is peeling. I don't know.
Got a lot of sun.
We got a lot of sun. Even though we thought we had packed enough sunscreen, we ended up having to buy more there. And some days we probably didn't reapply like we should have.
Yeah. It is really cold here. Like 30 degrees this morning.
We went from 85 every day, sunshine, and then to freezing. Well, not technically freezing, but
there's a frost.
It's just cold.
This morning.
There's a frost. John and I had a great time, and now it is back to life, back to reality. John has a lot of work to catch up on. I do not envy you.
Yeah, it's gonna be a busy couple weeks.
He's got a lot of catching up to do. I have a lot of catching up to do around the house. Definitely number one on the list is groceries. So gonna do a Kroger pickup order for that. Shopping with the kids is not always the best idea.
No.
And then number two on our list is the kids and I are gonna see if we can get Crosley in to see a vet. He has had like a little skin tag on his leg. It hasn't really bothered him. While we were gone, he was, boarded. When we saw him, it's getting much bigger. Like basically it was like the first thing I saw when John went to pick him up, and I was like, okay. But yeah, so those are my two priorities. And then laundry all day, trying to unpack. Even though the kids didn't come with us on this trip, they were either being watched here, and so there's like cleaning up and tidying we have to do here, or they were at another family member's house, and so we had to pack bags. Then there's all of our stuff. There's a lot of things out of sorts. So next couple of days, I'm gonna try to get all that figured out. And we took a lot of video and pictures from the trip, and that's gonna be a separate video next week. So be on the lookout for that video next week. There's so much footage. It's gonna take me a while, yeah. And we came home to a surprise from Darcy.
A long time ago in August, my two teeth were loose in the middle, bottom, and they were and now one is out of my mouth.
Did it hurt when it came out?
No, it did not. So I used my tongue to kick it out, see?
And what happened when it came out?
When it came out, I was at Nana's and I went in, but I wanted to put my tooth in my pillow, and today the tooth fairy gave me these sparkly coins.
They got fairy dust on them.
Yeah, they do.
So we're gonna pull out your other tooth, right?
No.
And you're gonna come with me to the vet to take care of Crosley, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
We're not saying bye yet.
Here's Crosley.
Well, John's gonna say bye. John has to go to work.
See you guys.
So it looks like we are leaving Crosley here so they can take care of him.
Whoa.
It's not anything serious, but it is irritating him, and it's going to continue to get irritated. So we're looking at about $1,000 because we're going to get his teeth cleaned as well, and we should be able to pick him up later today. See you later, Crosley.
Bye, Crosley. Bye.
So by the time the kids and I got home, I had enough time to get them lunch, let them play for a little bit. Darcy had a little bit of homework. I try to have her do a little bit each day, do some reading. Yes, kindergartners have homework. It really is just like over the course of the month to make sure that they're practicing because she's only in half-day kindergarten. And then once Darcy was on the bus, I took Sawyer with me to go pick up our groceries at Kroger. Luckily, the timing worked out perfect that the day we got back from our vacation, we also had a HelloFresh box waiting for us. So we have 3 incredible meals and I don't have to worry about about meal prep or meal plan. And you'll also see a sponsorship video next week for that. Speaking of sponsorships, we have a couple coming up. So we have the HelloFresh. We also have KiwiCo, which I was just informed today that we're going to do another video with them. The kids love the KiwiCo crates. So that was really exciting. And I also have to catch up with granting wishes for the sponsorships that we have done in the past. I'm a little bit behind on granting those just because of the way things like have been playing out and everything that we've had on our plate. So by the time you see that next HelloFresh one, we're going to be all caught up with making sure kids in foster care are getting their wishes granted through one simple wish. And I actually have already gotten a call back from the vet that Crosley did a great job with his procedure, and he's coming out of anesthesia right now, and that he is doing great. Everything looks awesome. So that was a huge relief. And you know, if you're a pet owner, like these things can really scare you because you never really know like what's going on. The animals can't communicate. You just have to look for signs. And a lot of times these things come up and they're unexpected. So, you know, putting $1,000 that you hadn't planned on, you know, can hurt a little bit, but you have to do what you have to do for your little fur babies. And now I have some updates for you guys all in the foster care world and with the channel. So as for us as a foster family, we have been open to accepting placements. We are officially transferred to the new county. All the paperwork has gone through. We are clear. I actually think that there's a few little things that we have to submit, but I don't think it's withholding us from actually taking calls. It's just kind of updated medical forms. And I think they need like our birth certificates on file. And that was new because our old agency did not need that. So whenever you're transferring, you know, different agencies, different departments do things differently. And so you might be asked for additional information. So I'm gonna work on that over the next few days, in addition to trying to get a handle on everything. But we've talked about before that we are open to respite right now. We feel like that's the best fit for our family. And this is for a number of reasons. So one, Sawyer is still going to be home every day until the beginning of January. And right now he's kind of a handful. And so it wouldn't serve any kids who would come to us in a more permanent setting, meaning longer than a weekend. Permanent in foster care, you know, I look at as, you know, it could be weeks, it could be months, it could be years. Not necessarily that permanency would be with our home. Just because of Sawyer being a wild card with the amount of parenting that he requires at this age. We're just trying to kind of get things to a point where he's able to communicate with us. He's like right on the verge. He's saying words. He thinks he knows what he's saying, and it comes out a little bit jumbled for us. And so there's frustration and toddler meltdowns, but we're working on that. And also it's just kind of, you know, exhausting when you have kids in the home all day long. So we are going to probably wait to get those more permanent calls until he is back in daycare in January. But what this opens up for us is the availability of really taking in any kids who are in need of respite and other foster families who are in need of respite. And John and I were waiting to get past this big vacation because, you know, it really took up a big chunk of our time and our focus, just preparing. When you're traveling internationally, there's a lot of different things you have to consider. And so now that this is kind of behind us, we can kind of focus on really what those next steps are going to look like. So next week, I'm gonna reset up the foster room. I'm gonna get it all stocked up so that if we get a call for respite, we're gonna be ready. And I'll probably check in with our caseworker just to see if she wants to reach out to the group homes to see if there are any kids, youths in the group homes who wanna have respite, who just want a break from, you know, being in the group home and want to come and hang out with us and, you know, go to a movie, go to the museum, go to the zoo, just like any number of things. If they, you know, just want a different atmosphere, that would be something that we could offer at this point. So now it's just a waiting game. In addition, I have some pretty big news. So if you've been with our channel for a while, you do see the fact that many of our videos have been put to private. And so if you look at our channel, it looks like we have very few videos, really just in the past few months. And I was working to audit the videos that had been put out previously. And I was doing that because we need to grow and learn and make changes that we feel are in the best interest of our family, of the kids in our care, of the primary families, the birth families that are involved. we always have the intention of maintaining privacy and confidentiality. And the definition of that has looked different. And so again, I don't want to belabor the point, but yeah, there are things in the past that we might have shared in a video that now, if I were to make that same video or talk about that same topic, I might not share an interaction, or I might not share, I can't really think of an example, like a struggle that, you know, maybe was kind of a blurred line. And moving forward, I know that we're gonna have this open communication with our county and our caseworker to ensure that we are clarifying what those lines are, what they're comfortable with, having conversations to best understand what is appropriate and not appropriate. Whereas before, we were really just trying to use our own moral, you know, compass and try to navigate it and look at what others are doing in this space, and there aren't many. And we just constantly strive to do better. But what was happening with auditing the videos is that it's very difficult to pick and choose. Here's a great topic that is going to help people, but maybe I talked about what a kid's chore was. You know, okay, in the future, we probably won't be specific about, oh yeah, this child is staying with us and here's their chore. Even though their privacy and confidentiality is still maintained, we might leave out more specific references and talk in generalities. So basically what I'm getting at is there are going to be some videos that we choose to remain private, and primarily any videos during the span of time where we had the 3 children in our care that led to the disruption that we were trying to resolve and keep them, you know, in our home while they're in foster care. And that's why we took everything down. We were willing to shut everything down. Ultimately, they decided that nothing was going to be enough to avoid disruption. And so the children moved on. But we are going to keep all of those videos private. The ones where we talk about school, even though I'm talking about really general things, we don't want things to get messy. So we're just going to keep those private. However, what we are choosing to do, and especially after a conversation with Miss A, who was with us for the longest period of time, she was with us for 18 months. We have a good relationship with her family. Her parents and her siblings know about the channel. For the videos that she was in our care, we are going to make those videos public again. There might be a few exceptions, again, just because, you know, we do have a really good relationship with her parents now. And when you're a foster caregiver and you are having open communication with birth family, that can be kind of a roller coaster. And so I don't want to show any disrespect to her family, even though, you know, it's kind of natural for relationships to go through those things. Out of respect, you know, some of those videos we're going to keep private, but really the everyday stuff, you know, again, we talked to Miss A. We saw her the other weekend, and I asked her about it. I asked what she would be comfortable with. And she always knew what we were talking about, and she has a, you know, high level of maturity and intelligence and development. And so she does know what it means to have certain information out there. She knows that we never crossed a line. And so for those reasons, those videos we are going to make public. Again, there are going to be some exceptions. A few videos you'll see a gap, and there might be a video missing, but ultimately a big chunk of our videos are going to be public again. There also will be a gap with our first placement. We're going to keep those videos private as well. We just feel it's best to keep those private, and again, just focus on moving forward, making videos where there is no gray area with what we talk about and how we discuss certain things. But if you would like to support our channel, we do encourage you to go back and watch some of those videos. If you're new to the channel, this is a great opportunity to kind of see, you know, what our journey has been like. And we mainly hope that by resharing those videos, that it's going to help others really see what it's like as a foster family. And there's good and there's bad and there's struggles, and some days are just a typical day. With that being said, I do want to clear up the fact that Because we have always maintained privacy and confidentiality, and we have shown a high level of respect to the kids and their families on our channel, no, we're not going to air people's dirty laundry. And so some people will critique us in our videos and say that, oh, we just have it easy. We've just had easy placements. We've had easy kids. That's not true. Like, let me be clear. That is not true. We have experienced challenges. The difference is that we are not going on camera and sharing all of that. People can't have it both ways. They can't expect us to, be at a level of respect and a high level of morality, but at the same time expect us to gossip and dish the dirt. We're not going to do that. We've never done that on this channel, and we will not do that. Yes, do we have, titles of videos that are what you would consider clickbait? Yes, because that's what gets people to watch the video. And if we can get more people to watch our videos and to follow our channel, we hope that we can inspire more people to consider fostering, or at least volunteer in any ways that they can. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and make those changes to our channel. If you are watching a video and you feel as though something is in the video that really does cross a line and that we might have forgotten about or missed, please email me. I will put our email directly in the description of this video. Please only use this for, instances where truly something is being shared that is, again, crossing that, very obvious line. But for really the everyday stuff and just talking about, hey, there's visitation and, sometimes as a caregiver, you're going to experience this, and that's something that happened to us today. All of those types of things, especially with videos with Miss A, that's all water under the bridge. Again, they know about our channel, their family, her siblings watch our channel, or at least they used to. They might not anymore, I don't know. So I just want to put that out there because, again, we're not interested in being that kind of a channel. All right, everybody, I still have so much to unpack. I have laundry I have to put away. The house is an absolute disaster. All right, everybody, see you next time.